Hey, what's going on, everybody, and thanks again for watching. This video is gonna be a special video, man. I've been wanting to do this video for quite a while. I've had a lot of questions about this, so I'm finally gonna get to it. And I'm actually doing it because I'm actually doing well, the whole video is gonna be about my trolling motor setup. I have a Sportsman, an Oldtown Sportsman 120 PDL, or PDL 120, however you want to call it, and I have a trolling motor setup attached to it. I have a 30-pound Minn Kota attached to it. I'm actually about to add a 55-pound thrust Newport Vessel trolling motor to it. So I gotta do everything, man. If y'all haven't seen my setup on any of my videos, I actually had to cut the head of the trolling motor, and I have it mounted on the side of me on my seat, and I have it connected. I extended the wires and I have it connected to the back to where the trolling motor actually sits, but it actually sits offset from the kayak. Like, it's not straight in the middle because the rudder's in the middle. And for those of you guys that have the Oldtown kayaks, especially the Sportsman PDL 120, y'all know that it already comes with 4 pre-drilled holes on the kayak, and that's actually meant for the power pole. But I actually utilized that when I used one of the Wilderness Systems trolling motor mount, and that's where I actually have the trolling motor set up, or the trolling motor mounted on. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna take this opportunity to show you guys how I did my little DIY. I actually got all the information, guys, everything that I did, except for some little things that I had to tweak that I added and I didn't actually do. But I got all my information from one of my buddies. His name is Izzy. If y'all check out his video, he has one. He actually has a Hobie out back, but he does a really good video with detail exactly how he did his setup, and I got my information from him, and he was able to walk me through it. And like I said, I tweaked it up a little bit since the Oldtown kayaks are different, and the Hobies, he actually mounted the trolling motor straight in the middle on the back of his kayak. I wasn't able to do that because I wanted to still be able to use the rudder to use my pedal system. So pretty much the whole trolling motor setup that I use it for, I pretty much just use it to get from point A to point B. As soon as I get to my destination, I pick up the trolling motor and I use my pedal system, and of course I use my rudder. So I didn't want to move that. I didn't want to mount it right in the middle, and plus there's going to be a whole bunch of work to take out the rudder and then have to, I guess, drill into the kayak and all that. I wanted to utilize the 4 pre-drilled holes that it comes with, and the bolts. I actually used the same bolts that it came with to bolt into the trolling motor mount that I use. But yeah, guys, anyways, I'm gonna go to the store, go buy some stuff. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do a little video and try to get all the information that you guys need to be able to do that. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, guys, so this is the motor right here, 55-pound Newport NV series motor. I actually ended up measuring my old motor right here that I got right here. This is the 30-pound one. So I measured the shaft that I had, so it was 26 inches. So that's exactly when I ended up measuring here, just so I could get the same depth in the water. So yeah, right there I already marked it with a Sharpie. So right now what I'm gonna do, which is the hardest part, is I'm gonna have to slice this baby. I'm actually gonna slice it a little bit further up, probably halfway right here, because I'm still gonna have to slice completely through. I'm gonna have to go completely through right here, all the way through the wires and everything through the pipe. And then I'm actually gonna have to cut only, you see, this the tricky part, because I think the 30-pound motor that I had, the shaft was longer, man. So, but what happened with the other motor was actually, it was a little too long at the end. It was sticking out a little bit too long over here. So I actually think this is going to be perfect. The only thing that I'm worried about is because the wires that I'm going to cut through here, I'm going to make a hole here in the front, and I'm going to take them out and pass them through here. I just need them to be long enough to stick out right here so that I could solder them to the other wires that I'm extending it with. So yeah, guys, so the hard part is going to be right now, I'm just going to slice through this whole baby right here and hope that, I'm pretty sure the wires are, because it's going to be right here and they should stick out a good probably like 3 inches maybe. so that should be more than enough for me to be able to solder them. And but yeah guys, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Alrighty guys, here we go. Alright, started cutting. No going back now, baby. There you go, y'all. That's how that looks. Alright guys, so I measured 4 inches from here, marked it right here. This is where I'm gonna cut, but I'm gonna do my second cut right here. I'm not gonna cut through the wires though. Well, here you go guys. So I cut this is what I meant by cutting a little bit extra right here, so I have this much room to go ahead and solder the wires. What I did realize though, these wires are 16 gauge and these are 10. I only bought the extensions for, I thought all 4 of these were gonna be 10, so I went ahead and ordered some more of the 16 gauge marine wire, so I'll be doing that another day. But right now pretty much what I'm going to be working on then is going to be rewiring this, taking these wires out, making a hole through here so I could have it coming out through here to the front. I'm still not sure if I'm going to do a hole through here like I did on my first trolling motor, the Minn Kota, or I'll be doing one back here, but I'll see right now. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to see right now. Guys, so here we go. Time to reveal this baby doll. You guys gotta be very careful right here. I'm gonna take a picture of all this just in case for whatever reason I mess up, which I have before. At least I know where these things go. So right now I need to see if I'm able to make a hole, and I'm actually not. Dang it. I'm not. Let me disconnect these. These guys, it's just a little clip. Put this aside. I need to see if I'm able to take these guys out and make a hole. Actually, I am. This off to move this red wire over here, extend it so I can make a hole here in the front, which I should have room, because actually, so yeah guys, I think I'm gonna make that hole right here, right behind here, so I could keep them in the front. I have room, I got room to do it. So let's see. Alrighty y'all, so there you go. See that little hole? There's like a good ½ an inch right there. So now just gotta pass these dudes. This yellow one's gonna be iffy too, man. Now we need the black. Come on, baby. Man, these skeeters are crazy, bro. There you go. Now we got it. We got him in. We got him in. There you go, baby. And they're in. So you go, guys. That's why I want this needs to get a little bit more. Stretched out a little bit. Just want to make sure these don't get in the way of anything. So that's there. There you go. Hope y'all could see that. I passed them all through here to the front, so I have enough room to cut some wire and then be able to solder them. Now all I gotta do is connect everything back just like it was. Alright guys, so one of the hard parts is already over and done with. I already got this wire, I just need to solder them. And I guess right now the only thing I could do is probably just go buy the PVC pipes that I'm gonna put here to connect. I'm gonna put this back, put a little cap on here with one of the guides or the little rail mounts that go on the side of my kayak, so I can give y'all an idea of what I mean. This is gonna go in here and the little cap's gonna be right here, so I'm able to slide it forward and back. So yeah, I'm probably go buy that right now, and also go buy the other PVC, and that's gonna go right here. It's gonna be a little 90-degree cap that's gonna go on, so I'll go ahead and buy that. But yeah guys, we're just gonna be waiting for the 16 gauge wire that I'm gonna use for these two. I already have the 10 gauge for these two, and that's gonna be pretty much it. And then just I'm gonna show you guys also how to connect these quick connects, which is, it's gonna be these. I'm gonna put the same ones on the other motor, like these, one coming from the motor and then the other one from the motor head. Hey, what's going on everybody? So I just left right now guys. I'm actually going to the store, but I just wanted to give you guys some safety tips, man. Right now I'm actually feeling it in my hands, but yeah guys, I didn't show y'all what I was wearing right now. I actually had some plastic glasses on for safety. I should have put some gloves, me like a dummy. And this literally happened to me the first time I did it with the first trolling motor. When I was cutting the shaft of the trolling motor, well, the shaft is made out of fiberglass, and anybody that's messed with fiberglass before or has cut into it knows that, you know, it's like if you freaking cutting into wood and you have like the little splinters. The fiberglass does the exact same thing, man. It has little fine little splinters that, man, they dig into your hand, and I feel it. So wear some gloves. Also for the soldering that I'm gonna be doing this next time, once I get the wires and everything, I would definitely recommend to wear some gloves. But there's gonna be a part in the video where you guys are gonna see me not wearing gloves while I'm doing the soldering, and that's actually when I'll be feeding the wire into feeding the wire that I bought into electrical wire. It doesn't make sense, but I'll show it to you guys. I'll explain to you guys once I get into that part. But yeah, wear gloves, wear eyeglasses, safety first guys, because trust me, you don't want none of that fiberglass going into your eyes or going into your hands. At least this will go away, but I mean, one of those, you know, little particles or some of that little dust that it blows off goes into your eyes. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Alright guys, so it's pretty much what we found. We found the 1-inch, and this is for the hot water type of plumbing. That fit perfect. That's gonna be this dude right here. Right there, the 1-inch. And then I'm putting this one right here that goes from 1-inch to 3/4, just so it can have a small opening, so I could have the wires, the 4 wires come out here a little bit more tighter. I wanted to put too much of that marine sealant in there. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it right here. And then this is gonna be the shaft coming from the trolling motor, and this little cap is gonna be for the head of the trolling motor. So this one's gonna be the one that's gonna be on my rail system. But yeah guys, here at Lowe's, so that's pretty much what we need. You need that 90-degree elbow. It's $207 for one of them. It's for the heat, for the hot plumbing. And then we need this one. the 1 inch to 1/2 inch right there. Alrighty, y'all, so I already got all these 4 wires soldered, and with shrink wrap I just put the 90-degree angle. I painted these, the PVC and the cap, I painted them black somewhat. I mean, there's little spots here, but yeah, I just put them all through ran all 4 wires through the PVC pipe. And right now the only thing that I'm actually trying to calculate and see is where I'm gonna put the little O-ring right here that's gonna connect to my handle that's over there for me to be able to lift up the trolling motor. Right now it seems like it's gonna be a bit heavier, I think, than the previous one, but I think it's gonna be all right. I just put the little O-ring right here. Also, guys, I put some zip ties right here. I put 2 of them just to have the trolling motor, the little clip, put down, so that whenever if I do bump into anything, it just picks up automatically, and so that I'll be able to pull the handle from up there in the front, and it'll come up without me having to push down on the little clip. But I'll probably replace it with a bigger zip tie like I had on the other one. But yeah, right now I'm just gonna drill a hole through the whole shaft right here. I'm gonna put something inside. Right now I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna put something inside right here to protect the wires while I drill. Let's see what I can find, and then I'll put the little O-ring. Alright, guys, so this is what I'm using. I'm using a 9-bolt. This is actually an extra one that I had for my previous motor, so I'm glad I had it because I was gonna go buy it. But yeah, so pretty much this dude's gonna go like this, and I'll be able to put the bungee cord, attach it to the handle over there in the front, and I'll be able to lift up the trolling motor when I go into the shallow areas. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Alright, I guess I was able to put the eye bolt right here through. I'm just gonna put a little bit of sealant on both sides. Here we go. Got that baby sealed. And there you go, ladies and gents. We got this baby ready to go. Yep. So then, how this is gonna work? Sorry, y'all. I got a mess, but this is gonna end up connecting right here. I'm gonna put a little bungee cord just to attach it, and I'm gonna pull it from the front, and this baby's gonna pick up right there. So that's the plan. Alright, y'all, so there you go. Just put in the cap. The paint came off because I had to hammer it in a little bit, but that baby's set. These guys are set. I'm just gonna put some silicone in there just to make sure no water goes in there. I'm gonna put a whole bunch of silicone actually, and I'm actually gonna let that dry till tomorrow, and then make sure it gets nice and hard, and then I'm just gonna wrap it over with electrical tape, just like I had my previous one right here. This guy's already been, what, a 1.5 years, and it's barely coming off. I mean, you could just cut that off and put a little bit more just to secure it, make sure there's no water or anything going in there. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now, yeah. So there you go, guys. Put all that sealant all the way around Hope you guys are able to see that. I'm just gonna let that harden till tomorrow, and then I'll go ahead and just wrap it up. In the meantime, I'm gonna start working on the head of the motor and soldering that, and so that for tomorrow we just have the wrapping to do. Alright guys, so these quick connects, this is how they work. This one's gonna be on one side, this is gonna be to the trolley motor in the back, so they're gonna go like this. This other one's gonna go, is gonna be connected to the wires coming from the trolley motor head, so they're just gonna connect like this. But when they're gonna snap into place, how they snap into place, if you look in here, there's 2 little clips, which in the back end of them is 2 of these. So one of them is going to connect to the black one, the other one's going to connect to the red. But in order to get these, make a good tight connection, it's going to be the same thing like you're going to solder them. You're going to heat, I'm going to heat this up with the little torch, start feeding the soldering wire, fill it in, make a little puddle, and then I'm just going to dip in the exposed wire of this connection in there, let it cool down, and that's going to be the tight connection. Same thing, always make sure you put the shrink tubing first, so when you make the good connection, you just slide it over, heat up put the dielectric grease on it, and then heat up the shrink tube, and then you'll have a good seal. So yeah, I'm gonna do that right now, and I'll show y'all the end result. So there you go guys, that's pretty much how it's gonna look once you connect it. I got my tubing right here that I just need to pass over, and it's gonna make a good seal right there. There you go. That's it with the shrink tube already attached, nice and sealed. Alright guys, so I just finished soldering these 2 wires together. I didn't have my solder gun and actually gave up on me, so I actually used one of these little blue torches that I bought at Academy for like $7 to actually heat it up. You can see I burned this area, so it's not really ideal, but it's the only thing I had right now. Always make sure you guys put that rosin, the paste flux, on before you actually start soldering, because it helps to pull in the soldering wire when you're heating it up and pushing it in. So yeah guys, it is a solid one. It's not going anywhere. You could buy the little connections that already come with a little bit of solder in it, so when you heat it up with the heat gun, and actually solders both the wires, but I mean those aren't really as secure as these, man. And the last thing you want to do and have out there in the water is some type of bad connection, and then you can't use your trolley motor, and then you're 2-3 miles away and you're gonna have to pedal the way back. So yeah guys, and don't forget to put your tubing, your shrink tubing, before you do your connection, because then yeah, that's gonna suck. And then before you actually put the tubing in there and you heat it up, you could make sure you put some dielectric grease also on top of it. Don't be stingy with it, put a good amount, so when you put the shrink tubing on top and you heat it up, it actually makes a super good seal right there, waterproof, and you won't have any issues in the future. And there you go guys, that is the finished product. You do want to see a little bit of that dielectric grease come out at the end, because when you're heating it up, it actually squeezes everything out, but it keeps a good layer of the dielectric grease in there protecting the wires. But yeah, that's a good connection right there, man. There you go, y'all. This baby's ready to go. And there you go. That baby is snug. And anytime I want to take it out, I'm not gonna have it this snug though. I'll probably have it like, there you go, like right there. So when I sit down the motor on it, every time I turn like this, it tightens up. And every time I want to get off, I just twist it off, and then I can just slide it out. And that's it. So this is the other piece that I cut off on the shaft. That's why I didn't throw it away, because This baby's gonna go in like this, and this part's gonna be on the top of the head. I'm gonna show you guys here in a bit. Alrighty, y'all, so this is how this is gonna be. Push this baby in there. There you go. There's the whole little setup. This is gonna go in here. Go like this, and every time I turn it, that's tight. That's super tight right there. So that baby ain't going nowhere. And that's it, y'all. Got this baby. Now all we gotta do is just, you see this ones, these are gonna go to the battery. So I'm gonna push this over here. The battery's gonna go in there. These guys are the ones that I still need to connect to these wires back here. So I'll be adding the quick connects, the big ones for these 10 gauge right here. And I ordered two of the bigger gauge ones instead of ordering one for the 10 gauge and the smaller ones for the 16 gauge. So I just ordered those today. I should get them in the next 2 days, but in the meantime, I'll be adding the quick connects to the 10 gauge for now. Actually, yesterday I thought I was recording the whole time, and I was not recording. So what I did yesterday, I ended up getting these little quick connects for the trolling motor, the ones I needed for this thinner wires, the 16 gauge ones. So these quick connects, how they come how you receive them, they're pretty much already come with the wires, but about this much, I want to say maybe like 5 inches of it. And then so you have to connect those wires to the wires that you already have. So I ended up soldering those as well, put the shrink tubing. This one I ended up messing up the shrink tubing. I pulled it trying to dry off the dielectric grease that I had put in there, and I ended up pulling it off. So I ended up putting some tape, but I mean, it's all good, it's still good. So these connects like that, perfect connection. Another thing that I bought yesterday was this flex tubing, y'all. This is the one that I use to go ahead and put all this together, hold everything all together. And so I'm gonna put one right now, maybe about 2.5 feet right here for this section that's connected here to the trolling motor, and then I'm gonna connect the other one that goes to the trolling motor head. So, and all you do is just pretty much, I got this one at Lowe's. I think it was like $3. So right now it's pretty much, you're just gonna fit this around here and then just cut to size. And then what I use is also some zip ties to hold it tight. So I'll show you guys here in a bit. Alrighty guys, so this how it looks right here, the finished product. I put the tubing already. I put some zip ties right here, one right here, one over here. Just put the wiring through here. At this end, I put some dielectric grease right there and just wrapped it with some electrical tape, just so it could look a little more cleaner. I mean, it already had the marine, the sealant in there, so there was no water going in there, guys. And this other end, this is how this one looks too as well. I just put a couple of zip ties in between. I put like 5-6 of them all the way to this edge right here. So right now, the only thing I'm gonna work on now is this connection, the connection that goes to the battery. I'm gonna clip this right here and I'll put a quick connect, so I don't have to be disconnecting and connecting this end from the battery anymore. I just have them, it's pretty much gonna be like around this area. Sorry guys, it's pretty much gonna be around this area of the kayak. So the quick connect's gonna be right here, right behind my seat. That's how I had the previous one, and I like that. It was a good setup right there. So that's what I'm gonna be working on right now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're finished doing this. So I already put the quick connect at one end, and this end is going to be the end that's going to be connected here to the battery. And the other end, I put the quick connect also as well, that I'm going to slide through here. And then it's going to connect right around this area to the battery. So I'm going to go ahead and connect the battery now, and we're going to do the test. We're going to see if all these connections work, man, which pretty sure they are. God willing they do, because that means I'm just gonna have to start troubleshooting and see what connection is bad. I may later on switch on to the little circular connections right here. I should have done that, man. I'm thinking about it, but nah. I mean, these are good. They're not gonna come off. So yeah, I'm just gonna tie these baby up. Make sure they have a good tight connection, man. Here we go. Now we could go ahead and clip these dudes for the battery. That's there. I got this one right here that I need to connect to the motor. So let's see, guys. Yeah, willing it works. Should work. Hope it works. There you go. So that's connected. And let's check it out. Yes, sir. We got power. Yep. There you go, guys. Let me put it, just make sure there it goes through all of them. 2, 4, and 5. That's max. There you go, baby. That's number 5 right there. So that's it, guys. I mean, this is pretty much it. The only thing that I have left right now. But let me go ahead and turn this off. The only thing I have left right now, y'all, is just to connect the little pull connection right here. The only thing I do right here, let me show you guys. So right here, I bought one of these little clips on Amazon. So I had to drill a hole. Obviously I put a sealant through there. I got some bungee cord and some 1/4 inch PVC pipe with a little washer. I just tied the bungee cord, put the washer just so I could have a little handle and make a little handle. And then in the other end, I have the little clip right here. So the only thing I did on my previous one is I just did pretty much overlapping of some bungee cord as well. You know what? Let me show it to you guys. Where's it at? Oh, here we go. So this is the old one. This is all I did, man. I just put overlap some bungee cord, and this is gonna be where it hooks on. So I'm gonna be doing the same thing over here, right here at this end. So once it hooks on, then they'll be able to pick up the trolling motor. The only thing that I'm thinking about right now is maybe, since it's a little bit heavier, I might benefit from attaching a little pulley system right here. And then, but the only thing that I need to do is probably try to get something where I could start the line right here, run it through the pulley, and then run back to the front, because that little pulley is it helps a lot to minimize the weight of the trolling motor. But that'll be in the future. For now, I'm just gonna have this set up. I need to go ahead and test it out. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's it, man. Sorry, guys, I had to do this in several parts. I had work and errands and stuff to run. So, but it's pretty much it, guys. I hope this helps you guys make some come up with an idea. This, like I said, it's for an Oldtown Sportsman PDL 120. If y'all check out my buddy Izzy's YouTube channel, he has the Outback, and he has this different setup because he actually has the motor mounted here in the middle. He made his own plate. On the other hand, the Oldtown Sportsmans, they come with these pre-drilled holes right here. So it's for the power pole, so I just use those same holes to buy this mount, the Wilderness Systems mount, and then I put the trolling motor there, and I'm actually able to utilize the rudder with no issues at all, man, and have the pedal system in the front as well. So all this motor is just to take me from point A to point B, be able to pick it up when I get to the shallows, and then put my rudder down and put my pedal system down and go ahead and use my pedal or my paddle once I get there. So yeah, guys, this is much it. Sorry for the mess. I mean, hope you guys like this video. If you haven't subscribed to my video, please subscribe. Share it with other buddies that are having ideas of wanting to put a trolling motor. Another last thing, guys, now that I remember that I saw the sealant, the only last thing that I'm gonna do right now is add some of this marine grade sealant right here to these edges for the quick connects, just so you don't have any water going in, because I am gonna have this back here, and you can tell there's a little puddle of water right there. So the Sportsmen, they, or maybe the other kayaks as well, they tend to have a little puddle right here. So once everything is good and secure, I'm gonna have this like this. So I always try to put some sealant in the quick connects on both of them. The only thing that I need to see is because once I disconnect these, like these quick connects, they had these little caps to put at the end. These are the ones that I just got. They don't. So I don't know, somehow I need to put some little caps just so they don't get any dirt or anything. Also put some dielectric grease on the ends of them right here, just so you won't have any issues later on or any failed connections. But yeah, that's it guys. I mean, hope you like this video. I'm gonna try to get out there on the water as soon as I can, man. These winds are gnarly, and yeah, but I'll go ahead and get out there, man. Hopefully soon, God willing, I'll go ahead and have some top water videos like I had previously, guys. But once again, God bless guys, and y'all have a great day.